In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, we have the third round of the Colombian Cup. Essentially the quarterfinals. We are taking on Once Caldas over 2 legs, and it's coming up now. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. If you are new to the channel, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn notification bell on so that you are kept up to date when a video drops. So in yesterday's episode, which if you have not seen, then please go back and check it. It was a top of the table league game against Atletico Huila, and we bet them 1-0. It wasn't the most exciting game, but hey, we got a result and do have a few injuries as well, so it was good to get a result. We have had one game off the back of that against Aguias Pereira, a 3-2 win away from home, a game that for about 80 minutes I felt very much in control of, but they did get us a little bit worried late. We started off well in the 5th minute, a long throw from Acosta. Martinez got his head to it, the goalkeeper came out and buried it. And then another long throw, this time Maralanda tried to get his head to it. Zuluaga, the 16-year-old, gets his first goal for the club, buries that nicely bottom left corner. So that was good to see. And then off another long throw, he heads one in. So 2 goals for Zuluaga, which is good to see. And we felt in control there from them, but Aguias Pereira, as you can see, 82nd minute, a really nice strike. Sandoval possibly should be doing better as near post there. And then in injury time, from a throw-in, they put a cross in, and Pereira, for Aguias Pereira, was able to head one in. But by that stage, it was too little too late, and we did hang on for a win. So we held our top spot in the league. The biggest positive out of that game was that Zuluaga is getting some goals. I said he was 15 years old in the last episode. He'd actually turned 16 by a day, so I was slightly off on that, but still, he is now our youngest ever scorer for the club in a league game. So I think what we're going to do today is just crack straight into this. We do have a game in between this cup round, the legs of them, against Express or Rojo, which I will play off camera in between and bring you guys the highlights of. Given that we bet Atletico Nacional in the second round, I do think this is a team that we can definitely beat. Now, our team is the same as what we used in the last game. However, a few suspensions mean that Caicedo is coming in for Suarez, and also Carlos Ordonez is back in for Romani Edmonds Green. Zuluaga remains at striker. On the bench, welcome back Ergene Velimese, still carrying a slight injury. They did say that he could cope with 45 minutes, and I'm hoping that is the case, because we'll just go down a little bit further. And we've got another striker injury since your last here. Pulled hamstring for Duvan Cardona in training. Means that he isn't on the bench, so really we are scraping the barrel. I probably wouldn't want to risk Ergene Velimese, but he's a 20-goal striker. I think we'll maybe try and give him a little bit of a run. If Zuluaga does perform as well as he did in that last game, though, we might not need to. I'm hoping that Maralanda and Labastidis can step up their form from the last few games. They have not been as good, and we are starting with the home league, so it would be really good if we can get a good advantage in this league going away from home for the second. So we are in the red and black with the white shorts. Once Caldas in the all white, and we are kicking off playing left to right. Caicedo back to Martinez. It looked like these guys were playing a 4-4-2. I will just check it when we have little visualizer pop up. It's a good cross early from Labastidis, but it takes a good save from Morales to keep that out, and it will be 0 early, but a good chance. And we now have a long throw which Roman is going to put in. Martinez is up there. Morales comes out. Zuluaga can't quite get his head to it. Rodrigo plays it forward for Maralanda. Over to Acosta, who's in the box. Back to Zuluaga. He has a shot, but it's well wide. Plenty of power on it, but it is off target. We will just have a quick look at their formation. It's a 4-2-3-1. in a very attacking sense, I would say, with almost a shadow striker and 2 wingers. So they're definitely having a crack at us here. But after 5 minutes, it's been really the run of play's been with us, and it remains 0-0 in the first leg. Long throw yet again after 7 minutes. It's cut out by the Once Caldas defenders, although Acosta will get it back. And we look to build from the back with Roman back to Martinez, who gets back after being up. We try to find Zuluaga. Can't, but Labastides was able to retain possession. And now we have knocked it back to our defenders yet again. Acosta up to Maralanda. What can he do? He lays it off for Labastides, but the shot is blocked. Now it's back to Loman. Sinistera. He finds Caicedo. Can we get something going for a good little early period of possession? Back again to Caicedo. Sinistera. Now we find Acosta. Now this is looking dangerous. He is in a lot of space. Puts a ball and it's cut out. It's back out to Acosta. Plays it back to Caicedo. It's a long passage of play here. Sinistera over to Roman. He'll have a shot. Oh, what a finish. Bottom left corner. I suspected something was happening because that was a very long highlight. And Philippe Roman gets a goal to put us 1-0 up early on in this cup tie. A good goal at our home ground. Sinistera finds Roman, who doesn't have many players marking him, and he's able to put that across the face of the goal and into that bottom left corner from how we're viewing it. And it is 1-0 early doors, a very good start for us, although now Once Caldas look like they might have a highlight in the 11th minute. Andrade up to Guayacan. Now they find Castillo, and like Acosta, he is in a lot of space down that wing. Medina with an open header, but it's taken a good save from Sandoval. Don't know if the header was very well aimed. It was pretty much straight at the keeper, but he's kept it out. And Ordonez will head that away. And that is the end of the highlight. 1-0 after 13 minutes. Now a throw-in. We are up to the 17th minute. Roman puts it in. Doesn't find Zuluaga, and it's Patino running down the wing for Once Caldas. Back to their Sandoval. And now they are knocking it about in their defensive midfield sort of area. And now they look to overwhelm us with those attacking numbers that we saw from their formation. And it looks like they might be doing that. Okoa back to Patino. It's a open. Ordonez not getting his head to it. It was a free shot, but Sandoval's done well to keep that out of the top left corner, and it will remain 1-0 after 20 minutes. And we are now in the 24th minute. Zuluaga intercepting the ball there, and we play one over the top, trying to find Maralanda. It doesn't work, but Urego cuts it out, finds him. Zuluaga has a shot, so he's playing with a bit of confidence, but so far nothing on target. It remains 1-0 after 25 minutes. And just like that, we have come up to half time. From the highlights that we saw, we had the better of it, you could say, although we had a few good chances, and so did Once Caldas. We have been ever so slightly more clinical, and because of that, we are 1-0 up. You can see that Carlos Ordonez is on a yellow card. At the moment, we've got him easing off tackles. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to concede an away goal. That could be a sub that we look to make. I'll tell the boys we're going well, but we can do better, and also that we have faith in them. Everyone happy now. Just have a quick look at what we've got on the bench here in terms of centre backs. Yairo Meza is our other option. Not the best header, but he's 183. I think we're going to bring him on here just because I don't want someone on a yellow card potentially hurting our defence stability, and that way we don't have to have him easing off tackles. That will do for now, I think. A few players getting a little bit tired, but just that one change. You can see Sinistera, Urego and Labastides, as well as Acosta on yellow hearts. We do have Quernu on the bench. The thing with taking Acosta off is then we're kind of taking off our backup left winger as well, which isn't ideal. But we'll see how we go in this first league. Can we hold on to a lead? 50 minutes gone, it's still 1-0. Okay, we are in the 57th minute, and it looks like a highlight to Once Caldas. Castillo for them, who was also on a yellow. They're knocking it about just outside the box. Medina Guayacan. The ball deflected, and Sandoval tidies up before they can get a corner. And what is going to happen here? Sandoval boots one deep. Mola heads it, but it only as far as Urego, and now we will look to build something. Can we get a 2-goal lead? That would be very good. I wouldn't say that we've deserved it on what I've seen so far. It's a lovely ball for that from Labastides, and we do indeed get a 2-goal lead. Really nice pass from Labastides, and Marulanda buries it, the two wingers. Just when I was starting to question how good they were going, they have provided us with what could be a key goal. Look at that pass. I think the defenders were focused on Zuluaga, and in the end it is Marulanda who's shaken himself clear, and we are now 2-0 up and in a good position in terms of going into a second leg away from home. As long as we don't concede, that is of course the big worry. They get a goal, it's an away goal, and all of a sudden things now would be wide open as we try and build something there. It is cut out by the Once Caldas defence, although the highlight continues, so something might be coming from this. Martinez will play it for Loman. He finds Labastides, a tight angle, the shot, not sure if it was saved or at the post. Either way, it's been cleared by the Once Caldas defence. That is the end of the highlight. It will remain 2-0 after 60 minutes. And I think we're going to have to make a change. Labastides, really good pass for that goal, but he is on a red heart. And I think we will have to take him off. Elkin Murillo can come on for him. Those are two of our subs, so we're going to have to be careful about the next one. But for now, that will do, and it is 2-0 with 28 minutes to go plus injury time. Okay, and we're going to make it the last change here. It hasn't been very long, but Christian Oligo is now a bit tired. We've only got one midfielder left on the bench because Meza was also midfield cover as well as centre-back. And we're going to have to bring Lasso on for Ligo. And yeah, we'll leave those two there, I think. I'm just playing around with where these guys are going to best fit. I think Lasso at CDM and Caicedo in the box-to-box is what's going to work best here. So we'll do that change. All our subs used. We've still got 25 minutes to go. We hold a 2-0 lead. In the 80th minute, we have a free kick. Acosta puts it in. The goalkeeper collects it. You can see quite a few of our players on red hearts now. We tried to negate it somewhat with those subs, but there's a lot of tired boys out here at the moment. We might have to rotate for this next league game. Zuluaga's in a good little spot without much defensive coverage there, but he fires another shot wide, and it will remain 2-0, but we are coming up to the 90-minute mark, although now Once Caldas do have a highlight. They whip it in, although we have blocked it, and maybe we're going to do something on the counter here. 3-0 would be a very good position for the second leg, and Murillo plays it to Sinistera. A few of these boys on tired legs, that is a woeful shot. I think the tiredness may have affected that one. It remains 2-0 as we approach full time in the first leg. Free kick, we're in the 89th minute and we've given it straight to them. Salas, he won't miss that. He chips the keeper. That is a gift, and all of a sudden it's game on because an away goal changes this tie quite significantly. Martinez with an awful free kick. The centre defender, Meza's not really marking his man, but in his defence, he's the only centre back really back there with that free kick being taken by Martinez. It's a nice ball. Martinez playing everyone on side, and Salas chips the keeper and also put it wide of him. It is 2-1. In terms of the stats, they probably deserve that goal, but yeah, it's frustrating, and they might even have a chance for another here. That is blocked. Castillo, you see quite a few of their players on yellows. Loman heads that clear, and can someone get on the end of it? No, because everyone's knackered. Angelada to Okoa. Sandoval, Patino, Okoa. He's running in the box. Medina just outside it. We'll find Angelada. Here's a shot. Sandoval parries that away. All of a sudden, the boys are looking a bit shaky, and I can't yell at them to demand more. They'll put in a corner. Martinez heads that clear. We only have 1 minute of added time left. Gomez, oh, now get up there, Caicedo. No, he can't. Everyone's just so tired that they're not able to hustle as much as I usually would like them to. Although this time Sinistera will pinch the ball. If we can pump it forward to Murillo, we might have a chance, but no, they cut that out. It will be a throw-in, but by the time it happens, it could well be full time. Remember for long throw, Zuluaga's in the box here. What can he do? He tries to play a ball in for a teammate. It's cut out, and that is full time in the first leg. 2-1, a little bit frustrating to concede that goal in the 89th minute. That's given them a little bit of a chance. You can see they picked up 4 yellow cards, maybe 5. No, 4 yellow cards compared to our 1. A solid performance. I mean, it's a win at home, which is the main thing, but that away goal is a little bit frustrating. So what we will do is play the league game in between these 2 leagues, and I'll come back with highlights from that as well, and then we will crack into the second league. Okay, so here we are for the second league away from home at Once Caldas. We are taking that 2-1 lead into their house. If we can get an away goal early, I will feel a lot more comfortable about this tie, because that away goal they got late means that a 1-0 result to them would knock us out. But in the meantime, we did have that 1 league game. As you can see, it was over a week ago, so it was quite a while for our boys to recover, and it was a 3-0 win away from home against Expresso Rojo. A pretty good performance from the boys. That we did not allow a single shot on target. Goals to Martinez, Marulanda and Murillo off the bench. We'll have a look at the highlights now. First goal came after 12 minutes. We are in the white in this game, I should mention. I thought that should have been a penalty to Labastides, but the ball went back in the box. Zuluaga setting up nicely for Marulanda to put a nice cultured shot into the right-hand corner. Then a long throw in the 65th minute. Martinez putting that away, and just coming up towards full time in the 87th minute. Caicedo finding Murillo, who just worked his way into space, hit it on the volley, and put that in the bottom right corner. A pretty comfortable 3-0 win, even if it did take a little bit of time for us to hammer that advantage home. John James came on early in the first half and had a pretty good game at right back. As you saw, Murillo came on and did pretty well. And Hernan Venegas got his first minutes back from injury. So going into this game, we have got, as you can see by these fitness tests, quite a few players who are now back, but a lot of them not quite ready to play a full game. If we go down the list, Lucas Basozzi, 60 minutes. Hernan Venegas, still 45. The Choo-Choo Train's back. He is not fully mended, though, you could say. He still has a bit of engine work left to go. He can only cope with half a journey, which means that we won't be able to bring all of them back into the squad. The other player who is in the team but carries an injury is Jose Martinez, our centre-back. He has a pulled pectoral muscle. I, in the end, decided that we'd give him injections just so he would last this game. I'm prioritising the cup at the moment over the league, and we will probably miss him for the next game that we play in the league, which is in a few days' time, but hopefully no more than that. It isn't a long-term injury, and hopefully he will be okay with just this game. And here is that team. So compared to last game, we've got Edmonds, Green and Suarez are back in the mix. Caicedo's in for Christian Oligo. He did get injured in between games, and he is now out for 2 to 4 weeks, which is a shame. He twisted his ankle, which means Lasso comes onto the bench where Caicedo was, and Venegas and the Choo-Choo Train are back on the bench. Zuluaga will hold his starting position just due to the fact that Venegas can only get through 45 minutes. If we need a goal, we can bring him on, and we will get into the second leg. Okay, an interesting stadium, as you can see as we walk out in front of it. The lights look like they're in the way or something, but now that we've got back to the usual view, it is back to normal. We are in the red and black with our black shorts, kicking off, playing left to right. Once Caldas remain in the all white, and they are playing right to left, and it will remain 0-all early just after kickoff. Okay, we are now 5 minutes into the game. Martinez, I was going to say he's carrying an injury, but we already knew that. I need to ignore that as we knock it about the back. Out to Martinez, player who did somewhat give away the goal that Once Caldas scored in the first leg from a free kick. This time, though, he cuts that out. Labastides gets onto it, but only as far as there. Sandoval. Patino. He tries to put one in behind, but Evans Green clears that, and Marulanda now starts to make a run from his wing, going out towards the right. Plays a ball, it's blocked, but only out to Roman, who finds Suarez, then Caicedo. He puts one in behind now. Labastides had to be offside there, and he was. It was a good finish, but he was about 10 metres offside, I suspect, and it will still be 0-all. It would have been nice to get that away goal early, but as you can see, he is so far offside there, it's not funny. And it will remain 0-all after 6 minutes, 2-1 to us on aggregate, Cucuta Deportivo. A long throw, 27th minute, so it's taken a while now. Zuluaga nearly got to that. Zuluaga, I should say, but Morales is able to collect and they look to get us on the counter. They nearly found Riveros up top, but we cut it out and now it's Marulanda yet again. He is running down the right wing. He's roaming quite a bit today. He goes in the box. It's a tackle and a penalty. I thought he got the ball there, but according to the referee, he didn't, and this could be crucial. Jean Labastides, can we get our away goal back? He lines it up and buries it, bottom left corner. Here we are, it's 3-1. We've got our away goal back. Everything looking, touch wood, pretty good now. I was keen for us to get the first goal, and we have done so. If that penalty went against me, fair to say I wouldn't be too happy. But we'll take it. We're 1-0 up after half an hour. Now a corner. We're 32 minutes gone. Can we hammer our advantage home? No, we can't. It's headed clear for now. Suarez is going to get to the ball, though, and play it back to Edmonds Green in the midfield. Returns the favour. These two knocking it about nicely with each other to hold possession. Now Acosta back up to Suarez. If we could get another, things would be looking extremely good. It's a nice ball through to Labastides. Ooh, okay, that one they think is offside. I thought that looked pretty good for mine. Certainly a lot closer than the first goal, the first disallowed goal. The ball from Caicedo really nice, and he is just a foot offside. Yeah, unlucky there. It remains 1-0, but yet another highlight. Oh, this could be a red card. This could be the second red card in second legs in a row. Medina's gone really rough in there. It looked bad. It was bad. It's a red card. And now, once again, things looking good here in their second legs, albeit this one away from home. Edmonds Green able to recover that ball that was headed clear from a long throw. Sinistera to now Labastides in. Roman. Oh, there's a bit going on in the box there, but nothing coming from it. We are still 1-0 up with a man advantage. 40 minutes gone in the first half. And that is half-time. A 1-0 lead thanks to a penalty and then a pretty bad tackle from Medina, saw him get sent off. We've got a 2-goal lead. We've equalled up the away goals and I'm feeling a bit confident. You will notice that Philippe Roman, this is the second game in a row that he's been on a red heart before half-time, so that's not ideal. Tell the boys that they're doing well. Tell them to keep going because they can definitely get a result with the way this has gone with the man advantage. Of course, this would see us go through the semi-finals, and the matches that have already been completed, the top division teams have gone through. Now, it says Roman's injured. I think we'll bring John James on. He hasn't got the injury icon up, but that red heart is very concerning. So we'll do that change for now. Second half, we'll probably look to get Hernan Venegas involved in some form and maybe even take Martinez off because he's not having a great game at the moment. But it is looking pretty good for us as we get into the second half. A 2-goal advantage. One more and I think we will absolutely put this to bed. We've got the man advantage, so I'd hope that we can score one more. It is though Once Caldas kicking off and they get down in our end immediately. Acosta with a pretty cynical foul there on Castillo, and I think he's going to get a yellow card for his trouble here. Nope, just a little bit of a telling off. Okay, and here is the subsequent free kick on Jlada. Will whip this in. It's headed clear by Labastides out to Serna, and nothing comes from it. Still 1-0 just after half time. 3-1 on aggregate. Coming up to the 60th minute and we have a throw in. Zuluaga has got that back to Marulanda. He was having a nice little run down the wing but lost possession. And now, Once Caldas tried to pump it forward but then gave it back to us. Labastides tries to find Marulanda on the left wing. Can't. It's cut out yet again. A long ball down to Sandoval in our goalkeeping area. And he takes his time. Plays it to Martinez. Not having a great game. Only on a 6.3. But he'll put that forward to Labastides and try and start something on the counter. Nice ball to Zuluaga. That shot is blocked though, and they hoof it clear into their fans for a corner to Cucuta Deportivo. Half an hour left. Can we hold on? It is cleared away. Suarez will tie this up. We'll see if this highlight has more going on. It does apparently. Edmonds Green now. Nope, that's it. Okay, and now we've got a throw in. Acosta puts this deep, and Morales comfortably able to collect that. and he hoofs one forward. Edmonds Green can only head that straight to Castillo, but now Caicedo with an intercept. Can he put Zuluaga in? He can't. This time he can, but a really good tackle, and it will be a corner. We're definitely looking a more dangerous team, although you would expect that with a man advantage. Just one more goal and I think we'll be happy. The corner there, they are able to clear pretty comfortably. It's still 3-1 on aggregate as we come into the last 25 minutes of the tie. Okay, we're up to the 70-minute mark. We've got a few players who I would like to get involved. We'll take Martinez off. I would like to think things will be okay with Meza on in that position. Hopefully it doesn't come back and bite me. And we'll also bring Hernan Venegas on, get that match fitness up. He's going to have to probably play the game after this. Anyway, it's only a couple of days away. And Zuluaga played okay, but I think Venegas might provide us with a bit more oomph up front as we come into these last 20 minutes. We hold the 3-1 lead on aggregate, 1-0 on the day. And it is a corner not long after those subs. Acosta will put this in. It is cleared away pretty comfortably by Mora, but only as far as James. Suarez now, Edmonds Green, we knock it about. There's not much cover behind there, so luckily we did not lose position. And now Marulanda puts the ball in. Labastides was a good header. I think he had the keeper going the wrong way, but put it over the bar, just over the bar, and it will remain 1-0 with 15 minutes to go, 3-1 on aggregate. And now we have a throw-in. Acosta takes it short to Caicedo. That goes over to Sinistera. Oh, there's an absolute mess there. They do clear it though Once Caldas. A few shots that might have been dangerous but were blocked. And now Edmonds Green plays it back to Sandoval in goal. And we look to wind the clock down here. Meza. I would have preferred James to take that up, but he finds a nice ball here to Labastides, and he might play it back to James. He goes in the box, and it's yet another penalty. Once Caldas losing their discipline. You'd have to say that one was a bit more clear-cut than the first one, and this would absolutely, positively wrap it up. John Labastides buries it. The goalkeeper went about the right way, but it was just a bit higher than he went, and we are now 4-1 up on aggregate, 2-0 on the day. It would take a fair old collapse to lose it from here, and it's looking good with 10 minutes to go. Throw in at the 85th minute mark, and it is to Once Caldas. They will look to do something, but James clears, and that's a very short highlight. It remains 2-0 and 4-1 on aggregate as we come up to the 90-minute mark. And we are now over the allotted time. Once Caldas have a throw in, Suarez heads it clear, and the referee blows his whistle. We have gone through to the semi-finals of the Colombian Cup, and I'm pretty sure we will be the only second division team in that stage. 2 penalties to Jean Labastides. He tucked both away nicely enough, albeit we were helped in the general play. Medina getting a red card in the first half for a pretty lazy tackle in behind 2 feet into one of our players. But we cannot complain with that, and we will carry on in the Colombian Cup. Tell the boys we're happy. And we're getting some big players back as well. That's not a bad win for us because we were missing some players who could have made a bit more of an impact, namely Hernan Venegas. Missed most of that tie, only got to see the last 20 minutes of it really. And we will just see when this next stage is supposed to be drawn. Now we'll look at some injuries. Philippe Roman, a tight hammy. He might miss this next game, but should be okay for the one after this, and that is what we expected with one Jose Martinez. So we'll get both of those guys on a bit of general rehab. If you don't know about that, then make sure you use this if you get injuries when they are on orange. It is so useful to get them back to where they should be immediately. We'll just have a quick look at the Copa Bet play and see when the semi-final is going to be drawn tomorrow, right? So we will have a quick look and see who we get here. And we have drawn Club Deportes Tolima. The first leg will be at home, and it is not too far from now. This game is just under a week away, and I think the way that the season is going, we're top of the table in the second phase. I think we are going to come straight back for this next game, which means there is a highlight game against Depor that we will show you at the start of the next episode, and then Union Magdalena and Deportes Quindío, who are up near the top with us. They will be games that I show you in between those two leagues. I think we'll just focus on the Cup at the moment, given that we are having such a good run in it. Deportes Tolima, they are sixth in the get to the right place. They are sixth in the second phase, but we'll look at the overall league table. They are fifth, so that is a pretty kind draw to us, because we could have got America de Cali or Independiente, I think. Just go back and make sure. Yes, it is the two top teams in the other semi-final. So we've got quite a nice draw here against the team who are further down than Atlético Nacional, and we bet those guys 6-1 in the second round. So I won't say that we're favourites or anything, but I am quietly confident that we can make a final. And if it was to be against a team like Independiente Medellin, who are currently top of the table by a fair way and won the first stage final, there is a slight chance that even if we lost the Cup, we might actually qualify for the Copa Libertadores next year. Of course, as I mentioned at the end of yesterday's episode, the team who wins the Colombian Cup does get a Copa Libertadores Group Stage place, guaranteed, no qualification. So it is a very enticing prize. It would be tough against either of those teams in the final should we make it that far. But it is a definite prize that we are starting to eye up. But we'll focus on Deportes Tolima for now. That will be in our next episode. And as I said, we'll show you the highlights of those league games around those two leagues. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, then make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Turn the notification bell on to be notified when a new video drops on the channel. And until the Colombian Cup semi-final in the next episode, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.